Go ahead, just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. And again, nice deep breath, just slowing the breath all the way up to the throat. And exhaling out. And just take a few moments here, just arriving into the space, feeling your body on the earth, the parts of the body touching the mat, any props that you might have. I'm starting to scan through the body. Maybe you notice any parts of the body that might be talking to you today. And you might go a little bit deeper into more of your internal landscape. Checking in with the mind. Just noticing what you're noticing and feeling what you're feeling. A few more moments here. We'll do a nice breathing exercise together here. So if you want to, you can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, or you can just leave the arms along the sides of your body. And so we'll inhale from the belly and expand into the ribs, into the heart. Exhale from the belly, the ribs, and the heart. So really just expanding the breath here. Starting to build a little bit of a connection and awareness to the breath. Maybe there's places that you're feeling the breath a little bit more than others, like the belly, or maybe the breath is more in the chest. Just information that the body is giving us. And you can just relax the arms back down by your sides if they aren't there already. And maybe find some movements in your fingers, in your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead, kind of point the toes, take a nice full body stretch. Maybe the ribs come off the earth. And bend the knees. Let's kind of place the feet on the bolster or the earth. You can slide the bolster off to the side. And just start to explore some movement here. So maybe you bring the knees into the chest, or maybe the knees are windshield wiping back and forth. Just little gentle movements. Maybe you get the hips involved. Maybe take the hands to the knees and kind of circle through the hips. And then we'll start to rock forward and back. So a couple times along the spine. And give yourself some big circles.
Wait, I love this.
Yeah. We'll come up to seated. And we'll hold this over the legs and find tabletop pose. So hands and knees. And getting your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Right, kind of spreading the fingers. And just start to move through the spine in any way that feels good to you. So maybe you shake the hips side to side. Maybe you're sticking a cat-cow. Maybe dropping the belly, rounding through the spine. Maybe even close your eyes here. Just kind of feel into the body. And we'll come back to neutral. And then take the hands forward just a couple inches or so. And tuck the toes. Lift your knees and your hips. Downward facing dog. And then maybe pedal through the feet here. Maybe shake the hips. Maybe shake the head. Just finding some movement. And on your inhale, slowly walk the feet to meet the hands. So forward fold, Uttanasana. And you can have your feet together or distance apart or somewhere in between. But just kind of plug into the feet, spread the toes. Maybe you start with your knees bent. And just relax the neck and the head. Take a couple sways here. Getting some blood flow to the brain. We'll inhale and find a half lift. Bring the hands to the shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing, just kind of rolling up the spine, nice and slow. Shoulders roll back. Bring the hands to heart. And maybe you close the eyes here, really just plugging into the feet. And all that, bless you. All that energy from the earth into the body. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, fold forward, full breath out. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, fold. And plant the hands. And we'll step back into downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to your plank pose. Upward push-up. And we'll exhale, lower all the way down. So either from the knees or the toes. Bending at the elbows. On top of the toes. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Or a little more like that. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And tuck your toes. We'll press back up to plank pose, so either from the knees or the toes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Yeah, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. We'll inhale the right leg to the sky. And exhale, step the right foot forward towards the right thumb. And so we'll press into the feet, finding this kind of higher lunge here. Press and pose. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Right. And so kind of putting the shoulders in, reaching the fingertips up, and just finding your breath here. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, plant the hands. And step your left foot to meet your right foot. Top of the mat, forward folds. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folds. Yeah, inhale, press into the feet, come all the way up. Exhale, we'll go all the way back down. Whole breath out. Plant the hands and step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg to the sky. And exhale, step the left foot forward. Pressing into the feet and slowly coming up to your crescent pose left side. So just taking a few moments, right? Might feel different this side. Belly and shoulders relaxed. Just breathing, just here. And exhale, plant the hands. And step the right foot forward, forward folds. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. And step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Forward push up. And then from the belly, exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward, plank pose. And exhale up and back. Beautiful. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Yeah, pressing into the feet. And slowly coming up back to our crescent pose, arms reach up. Awesome. We're gonna rotate the left foot flat, open the hips, open the arms, warrior two pose. So pressing equally into both feet. Maybe the right knee is tracking over the ankle today, maybe not. Shoulders are relaxed. Maybe the gaze is over the front middle finger. Maybe you're just closing the eyes here. We'll take the left arm behind the back and then inhale the right arm up and over, big breath. Exhale, right forearm comes to the thigh, and then the left arm goes up to the sky. Beautiful. Inhale, left arm back, right arm sweeps up and over, big breath. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. And step your left foot to meet your right foot. We'll bend the knees. Right, so kind of shifting the weight into the heels. And inhale, reach the arms up, chair pose, Utkatasana. And you can have your arms reaching up or reaching forward or at the heart, whatever feels better for you here. Deep breaths. So you can soften the face, relax the jaw. One more breath. Exhale, fold forward, release. Beautiful. Take a little pause here. So maybe you grab opposite elbows or peace fingers around the big toes. Maybe the hands are behind the calves. And we'll plant the hands and walk back into downward facing dog. Inhaling forward to your plank pose. Exhaling up and back, down dog. Inhaling forward, full breath. Exhaling back. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg to the sky. And exhale, step the left foot forward. Pressing into the feet, slowly coming up and arms reach up. Or press and pose just briefly. Rotate the right foot flat, open the hips, open the arms. Warrior two, left side. Okay, really connecting into the feet. And breathing here, right? Just here. Take the right arm behind the back. Inhale the left arm up and over, big breath. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh, right arm up to the sky. Inhale, right arm back, left arm up and over, big breath. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. And step the right foot to meet the left foot. Bend the knees. And inhale up to chair pose, Utkatasana. Couple breaths here. Nice and deep breaths. Beautiful. Exhale, fold forward. Let it go. And take another little pause here. Maybe shaking the head again or swaying the body. And we'll plant the hands and step back, downward facing dog. Inhaling forward, plank pose. Exhaling up and back, down dog. Yeah, inhaling forward, full breath. Exhaling back. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Now exhale and take the right knee to the right wrist. So setting up for pigeon pose. Lowering the left knee and tucking the toes. And if this isn't accessible, you can roll over on your back and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Works the same way. Otherwise, maybe you relax onto your forearms. Or stay lifted. And then think about just redirecting the breath to the right hip. Kind of letting the shoulders be heavy. Taking some deep breaths here. And take 2 more breaths here. Whenever you're ready, you can take the hands back underneath the shoulders, tucking the left toes, lifting the left knee, reaching the right leg up and back for 3-legged dog. And so maybe you open the right hip or bend the right knee, take some circles, kind of release any tension there. Relax the right foot back down. Inhaling the left leg to the sky. And exhaling left knee to the left wrist, setting up for the left side. And then you might even imagine kind of hugging the knees together. That helps squaring the hips off. Deciding what feels better on this side. Maybe you stay up on the hands. Maybe you go to the forearms. Finding what works for you. And again, maybe directing the breath to the left hip. Taking 2 more breaths here. Starting to take the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing up, tapping the right toes, reaching your left leg up and back. And opening the left hip, maybe take some circles. And release back into downward facing dog. We'll lower the knees. And coming back to our tabletop pose, so you might take the hands back a little bit. We'll extend the left leg back. So I'm pressing through the left heel, spreading the toes. And inhale your right arm forward. So a little bit of balance here. Really pressing into your left hand, lifting with the belly. 1 more breath. Exhale, release the limbs. Inhale the right leg back. Pressing through the right heel, spreading the toes. Inhale the left arm forward. Nice deep breaths. And exhale, release. Beautiful. In a child's pose, you can open the knees or keep the knees together. Hips back to the heels. Arms reaching forward. And we'll take a nice Brahmari breath here together. So the honeybee breath. So inhale through the nose, and then bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth and make this sound, right? So we'll do it together. We'll inhale through the nose, and exhale, make this sound. Inhale. We'll reach the arms forward, lift the hips, walk the knees to meet the wrists. Cross the ankles, sit onto your seat. Bring the legs forward. And start to roll to your back. And maybe keep the knees into the chest for a couple breaths, maybe rocking side to side. We'll keep the right knee into the chest and then extend the left leg out long and just let the left leg fall all the way to the earth. Relaxing the feet. Maybe roll the right ankle around. Maybe roll the right hip around. We'll release the right foot to the earth. And you'll press into your right foot. Shift your hips to the right, just a couple inches or so. And we're using the left hand on the right knee to cross it over for a twist. So maybe the right arm comes out to a T. And it doesn't matter so much if your knee is touching. Just keep the shoulders nice and rooted. And then just take a couple deep breaths into the belly. Really bringing out the digestive system here. And slowly bring the hips back to the earth. Bend the left knee. And straighten the right leg. Bring the left knee into the chest. Little squeeze. Flexing the feet. Maybe find some movement through the ankle, through the hip. Release your left foot to the earth. We'll press into the left foot, shift the hips to the left, and cross the left knee over. Maybe deep breaths into the belly. Slowly release the hips back to the earth. Straighten the left leg. Straighten both legs to the earth. Almost like you're setting up for Shavasana, but not quite yet. So before we do that, go ahead and just squeeze the face muscles. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the forehead, the cheeks, squeeze. And exhale and release the face muscles. And then squeeze the arms, squeeze the belly, squeeze the fists, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale and release. And squeeze the legs, squeeze the booty, squeeze the feet. Squeeze. And exhale and release. And then take a big inhale, squeeze everything, squeeze the whole body, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold the breath, squeeze. Exhale. Allowing your body to just be heavy. Nothing else to do. To be just here. Try to bring awareness back to your breath. Taking some deeper inhales, deeper exhales. Finding some movement in the body, anything that feels natural to you. Maybe you shake the head side to side. Whenever you're ready, you can roll to your right side. Just pause there. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. And gently press up to seated. Close out our practice. Finding a nice tall spine. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Bring the palms to touch. And exhale, the hands in the heart. We'll end with just a single chant of Om. We'll exhale, let all the breath out. And inhale for Om. Bow your head in gratitude for this practice, for all the things that your body does for you all day. Namaste.